Did you know a tiny can of sardines could be the secret to staying strong, sharp, and active well into your golden years? Picture this. Mary, a vibrant 68-year-old grandmother, loved her daily walks with her grandkids. But lately, her knees ached, her energy crashed, and she couldn't remember where she parked her car. She feared losing her independence, maybe even ending up in a hospital bed. Sound familiar? If you're over 60 and worried about creaky joints, foggy memory, or a tired heart, stay with me. Today, I'll reveal why that humble can of sardines might be your body's best friend, backed by science with simple recipes and tips to make it work for you. Type 1 in the comments if you're ready to boost your health today. And hit that subscribe button to join our journey on quality senior living. For privacy reasons, I'll call our hero Mary. She's a retired teacher, always the life of the family picnic, grilling burgers and telling stories. But last year, Mary hit a wall. Her joints screamed after short walks. Her blood sugar spiked, making her dizzy. Worst of all, she forgot her best friend's birthday, something she'd never done in 40 years. Mary whispered to her daughter, "Am I losing myself?" That fear, losing strength, clarity, or freedom, is real for so many of us over 60. But here's the good news. Science says a simple food, hiding in plain sight, can help. Let's dive into why sardines, yes, those little fish in a can, are a game changer. First, let's talk about your heart. As we age, our arteries can clog like rusty pipes, raising the risk of heart attacks or strokes. Mary noticed her chest felt tight after climbing stairs, and her doctor warned her about high cholesterol. Scary, right? Here's where sardines shine. They're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which act like a scrub brush for your arteries. A 2023 study from the American Heart Association found that eating fatty fish like sardines twice a week can lower bad cholesterol by up to 20% in older adults. That's a number that could save your life. Why sardines over fish oil pills? Unlike fish oil pills, which give you just one nutrient, sardines deliver a team of heart helpers, omega-3s, magnesium, and potassium. These work together to keep your blood pressure steady and your heart pumping strong. Try this. Open a can of sardines in olive oil, mash them with a fork, and spread on whole grain toast. Eat this twice a week, and you're giving your heart a fighting chance. Type 2 in the comments if you've ever worried about your heart health. Let's keep Mary's story moving. Mary's next battle was her aching joints. She used to dance at her grandkids' birthdays, but now even kneeling to garden felt like torture. Her doctor said her bones were thinning, a common issue for women over 60. Osteoporosis affects 1 in 3 women in their later years, making falls a real danger. Sardines to the rescue again. Those tiny fish bones you can eat are loaded with calcium, more than a glass of milk in a single can. Better yet, sardines have vitamin D that helps your body lock that calcium into your bones. A 2024 study from the Journal of Bone Health showed that older adults eating sardines weekly had a 15% improvement in bone density after 6 months. Here's a tip. Choose sardines in spring water for low calories. Blend them with cream cheese and a pinch of dill for a dip. Spread it on crackers for a snack that strengthens your bones. Eat 1 can 3 times a week, and you might walk taller like Mary did. Comment 3 if joint pain is holding you back. Let's see how Mary tackled her next challenge. Now, let's talk about brain fog. Mary started forgetting names, misplacing keys, and once left her stove on. She panicked, thinking, "Is this dementia creeping in?" It's a fear many of us share, losing our memories, our stories, ourselves. Sardines are brain food. They're rich in DHA, a type of omega-3 that's like premium fuel for your neurons. A 2022 Harvard study found that older adults eating DHA-rich foods like sardines had a 25% lower risk of cognitive decline. Plus, sardines have vitamin B12, which protects your brain's wiring, keeping signals sharp. Here's a fun recipe. Mix sardines with mashed avocado, a squeeze of lemon, and a dash of pepper. Spread it on a bagel for breakfast. Aim for 2 servings a week to keep your mind clear. Mary tried this, and soon she was back to winning at crossword puzzles with her grandkids. Type 4 in the comments if you've ever had a senior moment you want to avoid. Let's follow Mary's journey further. Blood sugar was Mary's next hurdle. After meals, she felt shaky, tired, or thirsty, classic signs of unstable glucose. Her doctor said she was pre-diabetic, a condition affecting 1 in 4 older adults. Left unchecked, it could mean insulin shots or worse. Sardines can help stabilize blood sugar. Their high protein and healthy fats slow down how fast your body absorbs carbs, preventing spikes. A 2023 European diabetes study showed that eating sardines twice weekly improved insulin sensitivity by 18% in pre-diabetic seniors. Try this. Toss sardines with a salad of spinach, cherry tomatoes, and olive oil dressing. Eat this with a small portion of brown rice for a balanced meal. Do this twice a week and you might feel steadier, like Mary did when her dizzy spells faded. Comment 5 if blood sugar worries you. Let's see how Mary's story builds to a turning point. Mary's biggest fear wasn't just her health, it was losing her role as the family's rock. Her grandkids loved her stories, but she worried she'd fade into someone who couldn't keep up. One day at a family barbecue, she couldn't climb the porch steps without help. Her daughter looked at her with worry, and Mary thought, "I can't let this be my future." That was her wake-up call. She started eating sardines regularly, inspired by a friend who swore by them. She didn't love the taste at first, so she got creative. She mixed sardines into pasta with garlic and olive oil, or blended them into a soup with veggies. Slowly, her energy returned. Her knees felt stronger. She remembered her grocery list without a pen. Her doctor was stunned at her next checkup. Lower cholesterol, better bone density, and stable blood sugar. Mary's secret? Consistency. She ate sardines 3 times a week, choosing cans in olive oil or water, avoiding sugary sauces. She kept it simple, affordable, and effective. Type 6 in the comments if you're inspired to try sardines like Mary. Let's talk about how to make them taste amazing. Choosing the right sardines is key. Look for cans in olive oil or spring water. Olive oil adds healthy fats, and water keeps it light. Avoid tomato sauce or brine. They're often loaded with sugar or sodium, which can spike blood pressure or blood sugar. Check the label for origin. Sardines from Portugal or Spain are often high quality, with clean, sustainable fish. A 4-ounce can costs about $2, cheaper than a coffee, but packed with nutrients. Here's a recipe Mary loved. Drain a can of sardines, mix with chopped cucumber, red onion, and a tablespoon of Greek yogurt. Add a pinch of paprika. Serve on rye bread for a lunch that hits all the health marks. Comment 7 if you've got a favorite way to eat sardines, or share what you're excited to try. Let's keep Mary's momentum going. Here's a warning. Sardines are amazing, but they're not for everyone. If you have gout or high uric acid, sardines are high in purines, which can trigger flare-ups. Check with your doctor first, especially if you're on meds for kidney issues. For most folks, 1 to 3 cans a week is safe and effective. Mary learned this the hard way. She overdid it at first, eating sardines daily, and felt a bit bloated. She scaled back to 3 times a week and found her sweet spot. Type 8 in the comments if you've got a health condition you're curious about. I'll cover it in a future video. Let's wrap up Mary's story and what it means for you. Here's the shocking truth. What you eat today could decide whether you're dancing at your grandkids' weddings or stuck in a chair. Mary chose to act. 6 months after adding sardines to her diet, she was back to gardening, laughing with her grandkids, and even teaching them her old dance moves. Her doctor said her numbers looked like someone 10 years younger. Science backs this up. A 2024 study from the National Institute on Aging found that older adults eating nutrient-dense foods like sardines had a 30% lower risk of chronic diseases. That's not just a number, it's more years with your family, more memories, more life. But ignore this and you risk creaky joints, a foggy brain, or a tired heart stealing your independence. Mary's story shows it's not too late to change. So here's your action plan. Step 1. Buy a can of sardines in olive oil or water this week.
Step 2, try one of my recipes. Mash them on toast, mix into a salad, or blend into a soup. Step 3, eat sardines 2 to 3 times a week for a month. Track how you feel. More energy, less pain, sharper memory? Step 4, share your results with us. Comment A if you loved this video, B if you didn't, and tell me what you learned today. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell for more tips on quality senior living. Your health is worth it. As a health coach who's seen countless seniors transform, I'm telling you, sardines aren't just food. They're a ticket to a stronger, sharper, happier you. Thank you for watching, my friends. Let's eat smart, live long, and thrive together. See you in the next video.